We move away from Hungary, where Harry King took victory, and move over here to Spa, Belgium. Welcome to round 6 of the Porsche Mobile One Super Cup in 2024. Hello everybody, welcome to the race. So much action is going to happen here today. There's Marvin Clean starting on pole position. Larry 1040's teammates alongside him on the front row. Omi, the atmosphere building up. It's going to be a great race here today. What do you think is going to happen in the Porsche Super Cup?
I think it should be a very exciting race as well, so cannot wait to see how it's going to play out. But yeah, it should be an exciting one on the front of the field.
We're going to get TV pictures on at the moment. Let's transfer over to Chris McCarthy for the grid.
This man, Larry 1040, he'll be hoping to take the full 25 points today and take at least 5 points out of Larry 1040, who he's trying to chase down in the championship. We caught a glimpse of Harry King as well. 4th place, not the best qualifying for him, but chances for overtaking for him and a chance to get back-to-back wins.
Yeah, well, We'll let you do the grid first. We'll continue that in a minute.
We'll go through that after. Eugenio Pisani comes back after he was a wild card at Imola. More wild cards to come. Sam Shaheen is going to be on row 13 with Dirk Schuiten, who we saw at the Red Bull Ring. Cedric Chassang was a wild card last time out, and he is on the next row with Louis Rousset. Giorgio Maggi, welcome back after he was with us at Imola. Seb Freimut alongside him. And it is Francesco Braschi and Roar Lindland. Victor Bernier, the young Frenchman, will be alongside Aldo Vistante. Then we have Teo Overhaus, the rookie driver, will be looking to come through. He's alongside Marlon Hernandez making his debut. Flint Schuring, the best of the wild cards. He was with us at Zandvoort last year. He's alongside Liram Zendelli, who's been very impressive, a former Formula 3 racer. Then Tauscher was next after that. Robert DeHaan and Keegan Masters in the top 10. They were a bit disappointed after qualifying yesterday. Kaz Havikort and Ariel Levy, the best of the rookie drivers. Ariel Levy looking for a first rookie win. Jart van Lagen looking for a first podium since 2018. Alessandro Gueretti won both the Porsche Carrera Cup France races when they were here. Then we have Harry King and Hoop van Eindhoven chasing a first podium. And on the front row we saw Larry 1040 and Marvin Klein.
Yep, going to be a great race indeed. And I'll tell you one thing, Omi, we've got no idea what's going to happen. It can either be very good or very boring, the Porsche Super Cup racing. And this year, well, it's been interesting and dramatic, hasn't it? But Larry 1040 taking the opening 4 races, Harry King taking it last time out. As you can see via the standings, it was the first 3 races, 1st and 2nd for Harry King. They were all the way throughout. Harry King finished 4th at Silverstone, but then with Larry 1040 finishing 7th in Hungary and King winning, it sort of reset the championship standings a bit, hasn't it?
Yes, it definitely has reset the standings and given us a title fight all the way till the end. Of course, we are going racing here today at Spa. We will also make our way all the way to Zandvoort next time out as well. And then we'll end our season at the Temple of Speed at Monza. And that should hopefully be an exciting race to crown our champion. So, cannot wait for this one to get underway as we set off for the formation lap.
Racing going to happen very, very soon. Let's check in then with what the drivers are feeling here at Spa. Beautiful sunshine compared to yesterday's rain and misery. Looks like we're actually going to get some good luck here as well. On board with Larry 1040, who is in 2nd position on the grid. Not pole, he was beaten. Great quality though yesterday, so I didn't really get a fair shot at the dice to come into it as well. Okay, so Marvin
Yeah,
Clean.
I believe it started dry, I believe, and then went to wet, so getting the laps in early was critical for the drivers. So let's hope that, let's see their race pace in the dry now as well. But yeah, qualifying very crucial it was yesterday, and getting the laps in early was critical for our pole sitter Marvin Klin, and the rain came down after that meeting. There wasn't any improvement to be followed.
honestly super happy of my first set. I was confident in the car. The car was just, I mean, I was able to do what I wanted, and the car was just mega. And yeah, as I said, I was confident, and I pushed also in the second set. But I mean, after the first sector, it was impossible to improve because of the rain. So yeah, at the end that was short. Quali, we have a good car. I'm confident. We do a good job. So we need to stay focused and finish the job.
Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup, of course. That was Marvin Clayan, who is on pole position here. And just a reminder about what these cars are if you're new to the series as well. It's using the Porsche, it is a Porsche 911, so it's that type. It's a GT3 version of it all as well, coming into it. It's carbon fiber monocoque with safety roll cage. The engine is a Porsche Motorsport MA2.75. Power output 375 kilowatts per hour and 8,400 RPM. The red line is at 9,000 RPM. It's the SO Synergy renewable racing fuel. It's 100% as well, so it's E100 ethanol blend. It's using a Mobil 1 oil system as well, a fully synthetic brand as well. It's a gasoline direct injection engine. It's a 6-speed Porsche in-house paddle shift sequential semi-automatic transmission, but it's the dog-type gearbox with reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to be able to shift now. It's all flappy paddle. But they're quite good actually, these things, aren't they, Omi? They're quite a dramatic change around for them.
Yeah, even though I did think that the old ones had more action in them, the current ones just, while they may be better cars and machines, they aren't the best when it comes to racing compared to the old versions, as we all get in position now.
Seems to be, if anything goes hybrid or fully synthetic, it's not that great. You lose something, so let's hope Formula 1 drags it along, kicking and screaming a little bit better than what we've had in the F2, F3 and the Porsche series as well. I need to get my other bandage back on my other hand, not this one, the spare one. Ready to go! Clean versus 10 Ford on the run down towards turn number 1. 10 Ford on the outside line. Look at Harry King as well. Let's not forget about him lining up there in championship contention as well. Green flag at the back. 30 cars on the grid. Then we'll hear the beeps, one at a time. 3, 4, 5. Look, but never stare. They light up the rear wheels and we're underway. Great start from Harry King. Great start as well from Eindhoven. It's going to be Clean leading the way into turn 1. Eindhoven thinking about a look to the inside line. Clean's dropped back into about 5th position. Coming around the outside. Gertek's taking in contact. And 2 cars pirouetting each other side by side. Though down into Eau Rouge. 10 Ford is with Eindhoven. Gertek is alongside King as well as it goes through Eau Rouge. 10 Ford going off the track. Track limit's almost non-existent. King's coming up alongside the championship rivals, getting a lovely toe as well from Eindhoven as they go down the back straight. 5 abreast down the Kemmel straight towards the Cobb. Clean's ahead. Look up, and that's going to be King's nearly sent off the track as well, because coming back into it, that's Levy. Harvercourt's in there too, and I think 10 Ford's down to about 6th place, Omi. What a start. That was dramatic. Yellow flag start, maybe a safety car needed.
Yeah, I believe Morris Schewing might have been the car that was round as well at the first turn, but brilliant racing as we go through. It was nearly 5 wide, as you mentioned, in the mid-pack, and they're continuing to duel it out as well.
Down we come towards Pirong then. Clear leads, Van Eindhoven, King, Jaap van Legen, Gertek. Then we get 10 Fords down to 6th position. Zendelli is side by side as well. That's with Harvercourt, Masters, and Robert De Haan's made up a load of places as well. De Haan's made up about 4 or 5 places where he started. It's a great job from him. There's Zendelli, and he's just been passed further back as well by... I think that's by Javier as well. So Javier's gone through as well. Oh, Omi, this is an amazing start already. But Clean leads by over 2 seconds.
Yep, amazing start indeed to the race on lap number 1 out of 12. Phenomenal stuff as Larry Tenforda is going to go hunting, and he's going to try and get past Van Legen as the update, as the audible update as we come over the line. But it was a very, very chaotic start. No one, though, was really able to put up a challenge to our Polster, though, off the line as we continue the battling down to the bus stop chicane. Van Legen coming under a little bit of pressure as we end the first lap.
12 laps in total. We will race for as well, similar to the F3 sprint. Spinner from the back, and that is going to be right in the centre of the track. And it's Bernier, the debutant driver here, who was in the series last year, and he's got going again. But Bernier just having a little spin. That's Gertek in behind, and what's happened to Harvercourt? He's dropped down to 16th position. Yellow flag's still out in sector 1. Harvercourt's off. Harvercourt's off at the source. Now that might be a safety car. You can look at Jaap van Legen. Jaap van Legen's going for it. Jabert's dropped back as well, so everyone's everywhere. But look at Jaap van Legen. 10 forward goes to the inside line to go defensive. Jaap van Legen looks to the outside line, coming into the calm. Can't get through. There's a car slow, and Jaap van Legen cuts the corner. 10 forward goes wide. Gertek's coming through as well. They're side by side, the two teammates, and that's going loud. On the inside, Keegan Masters going ahead of Gertek, and Levy's got ahead of the pair of them as well. Yellow flags are in, but there's carnage everywhere.
Carnage everywhere indeed in the Super Cup. Larry 10 Ford looks down the inside of Van Legen there as well, and he gets through.
So 10 Ford moves up back to 4th position. Jaap van Legen moves down to 5th. And now look at the battle between Levy and Masters. Masters trying to go around the outside. Khan cuts back, touches the back of him through Pouon, touches him again through Pouon.
He's going for it. He's definitely a driver that's desperate to make the move. Klindo pulling away while we battle behind as well.
They do not want to lose any speed or any momentum as they again accelerate, turn, push on power. It's lap 2 of 12 as things stand. Cleared by 3.2 seconds. Then it's Eindhoven. King, yellow safety car.
Oh. What?
Safety car. Okay, now what's been the reason for this? Is there too much debris on the track, or have we missed something out there on the circuit? Schuring's dropped back, so has Bernier, and it's debris across the track for the reason for the safety car. Cars through the pit lane as well. Okay. Well, that's a sad sight there, Amy. Harvercourt.
Dahan is the biggest idiot in the world.
Dahan is the biggest bleeping idiot in the world.
Not happy.
They're booing.
Is that Schuring or who is that?
Can't quite tell. Contact and wheel damage. It's Schuring retired. Schuring's out of the race.
Right.
Omi,
Recognize.
this is not going well. It is. It's Schuring, yeah. Safety car's out. Don't know why, but safety car's out.
So interesting stuff as we go past the support for pit lane. We can see the Formula 2 cars there as well after their race earlier on, and now the Super Cup under safety car conditions then. And as we try and work out what's even going on in this one.
Do you want this one with the race start?
Well, good reaction time for our Polster. We're going to see, I think, Schuring spin in the background. I think that's what we're going to get as well. I think he may have been the car possibly that was round at that first corner, and he was tapped around. And we also had a bit of a pile-up with 2 cars also having to get on the brakes.
It's just a really bad start for Larry 10 Ford as well, because you're going to watch him get caught up in all the battles through a Rouge. Masters locks up, touches the back of Levy. Jabert comes in and gets a puncture, and there is Schuring getting spun round. So Flint Schuring sent round, and then it all constitutes up. Now this is what happened to Bernier. Gets spun round by, in the middle of the pack. And this is, now what happened to Dahan? This is Harvercourt, and there's Dahan. Whoa!
Oh, word.
Dahan comes out nowhere, and then it all concertinas out because everyone tries to avoid him. And what's happened to Theo Overhouse? As him looking on the side. Who spun round Bernier? So I can't quite tell out. the moment. I can't actually.
Could have been Lindblad, maybe.
I was looking at Lindland, yeah, because it looked like I couldn't tell if it was an 8 or a 6. That's from that angle that we were having.
Yeah,
There's-
one of the two.
Yeah, hover course spinning around, bringing the gravel back on the track. Okay, safety cars out there. Let's head over to the road feed.
Bit of a guess. I don't know. We won't make assumptions. We'll see if anything comes under investigation for that. He seems to think it was Dehaan, but Dehaan was the car having a dive
It's
bomb.
been noted at
Yeah.
the very least, so the stewards will be having a little look at it as we hear again from Havercourt.
We suspect you'll get penalized for both the race start and, of course, the incident. Go.
Marlon Hernandez was near, and that is a similar livery. I don't know who. I don't. Well, this is a damaged car. That's Matisse Gilbert, so I think that might answer our question.
Yeah, a little bit hard to see what's kind of happened there as it disappeared from our shot, but the restart from the safety car is about to happen. Marvin Klein in control, weaving his car there, trying to get that temperature back into it. He's in the driving seat now. Everyone has to wait for him. He's already gone. There he goes with Larry Tenford, and now trying to get the slipstream of Harry King. Probably the worst start out of the top 4, but he's...
Well, that's a surprise again from Larry Tenford. We're back to green flag running. No overtaking until the start-finish line, of course, to keep up to contend with, but we are racing again as we come out. Oh, hang on, there's an overtake into the last corner there. Yellow flag's out again for a track hazard, but you're not allowed to overtake into the last corner, so who made the move? It looked further back. Havercourt made the move. Now, I wonder if that's to give a position back for Force to drive the track, but Havercourt's gone up in 23rd position. So, yeah, don't know about that. Fineste's dropped down to 16th place. Frame of Rosset's up to 15th as well. Yellow flag's out still for track hazard. Don't know why. Elmer with Larry Tenford. Now, can he get ahead? He's passed Jack Van Lega, but can he catch up to Harry King, his teammate, his championship rival? Meantime, his teammate Clean's under attack from Ida Hover, who's trying to go around the outside, down the Kemmel straight. Green flag, track clear. Oh, well, Marston's not even attempting that corner, is he? He's just gone straight across. Levy too.
Yep, indeed. All battling as well. And yeah,
we go.
Harry King having to defend from his championship rival. Larry Tenford are looking for the move as well. And Harry King was looking for on the inside of Hoover and Aidenhoven at the first turn, but wasn't able to do anything with it.
Yellow's out again. More yellows in this one than the F3 and F2 races. And into the pit lane. Well, comes... that's Chassenay. Chassenay's in from 24th. And that is Shahid's was retired. And safety car again. Oh, for God's sake. That's been spun out before the final corner at the bus stop. That's happened under the restart.
Right.
If we have any more... This is the way these feature races, these races are going this weekend, isn't it? It's just safety car, safety car, safety car. We've yet to have a string of green flag laps in any series this morning.
Yeah. Indeed.
Don't bode well later for Formula One, does it?
It doesn't.
Right, this is... Right there, 2 cars into the wall. So, who's come up? Oh, it was Chassin and Shearing. Okay, there you go. Now we know why. Okay. So safety cars out then, once again, Clean, Van Dijkhoven, King, Tenford, and Jaap van Legen rounding out in the top 5 at the moment. Levy 6th, Master 7th, Kierkegaard 8th, Dehaan 9th, Zendelli has the top 10. Safety cars out, we'll hand you back to the world feed.
Title hopes. Robert Dehaan, he's leading the rookie championship by 18 points. So
Oil in the
one
pit
of
lane,
those
oil in the
cars
pit
that
lane.
went off at that restart has shedded a load of oil. So Shazang, he's caused enough damage there to probably be a bit slippy if you come into the pits.
Yeah.
But both cars, interestingly, already out the way. So they're going to pick the safety car up here, but hopefully he'll be coming straight into the pits. They try and repair the car, but I would suggest oh no, this is Habercourt, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, he needs to get back out, as you mentioned, Chris, going for that rookie championship, but having an absolute disaster of a race, down in 23rd already, but half a lap down. So he's hoping the safety car is going to stay out for 2 or 3 laps so he can catch up, but I don't think it will. Those cars were already in the pits, now stuck up behind the red safety car, and I would assume the lights will be going out pretty quickly on this one.
His rookie lead comes down from 18 to 11 points as it stands, but Dehaan is in 9th and has got a chance to make plenty of ground. So that's where the frustration, the big frustration from Habercourt, it's not just a race, it's a title they're fighting for. Let's talk towards the front. Harry King, will he be happy with how things are going so far?
Well, in short, yes. Of course he'll want more, he's a racing driver, but he is taking some points out of the leader in the championship, but actually his next championship rival is leading the race and actually going to take a big chunk of points out of him. So actually the gap at the top's really going to close right up. As we mentioned at the start, it's 10 points behind for King and 23 points behind for Klein on Tenforder. So that all of that, they're in reverse order effectively. So that's just going to close right up going into our next round, which is Zandvoort.
Yeah, so currently it would come down to 12 points between Tenforder and Klein. It would be very, very close between those two, and King would close down even more. So it would give us, rather than 23 points between the top 3, it would give us just 12.
Yeah, but Tenforder's going to be thinking, hang on a minute, I won 4 races in a row, and I'm going to be walking away with Spa, 2 rounds to go, and somehow they're only a handful of points behind me. But everyone else has been super competitive. He might have been winning, but they were hot on his heels, finishing in 2nd and 3rd, as I mentioned at the start of the race.
Yeah, it's what consistency does, and Marvin Klein has been super consistent. Hoop van Eindhoven, though, let's not count him out of this. He has been very consistent this season. No podiums, though, for him in Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. And he won't just see an opportunity of a podium. He'll realise there's a championship fight going on around him. There's a chance that he could let them all trip over each other, and he can go after a possible win here.
So he didn't actually quite get the other car recovered in time, which is annoying, but gives the drivers a little bit of a chance to weave around, get a little bit more temperature in those tyres. Coming on to lap 6 now of the race, so halfway distance. They've had a little test of racing, what the circuit's like. This is Harry King's start, so as you mentioned, not the best getaway. Everyone pulls away a little bit from him. Person on the inside comes right up, and he then recovers. Look at him here, recovers really well, takes the inside, gets it rotated nicely, and then alongside Goretti, who was the car that got him into turn 1, lovely little run down the hill into Eau Rouge, little bit of a slipstream, and then who's the bravest? I think it's Tenforder round the outside, but actually had to run off the track. So after that great start, run off the track, then a little bit of NASCAR bump drafting through the King. And Tenforder then, after almost getting 2nd, drops right back down. So here we go, 2nd on the grid. This is what we were talking about. He goes to the outside, leaves the door open a little bit, little touch, okay. Now he goes. And this is the thing, he might be into 2nd here, all job done, car on the inside, good confidence coming down the hill, has to run wide at the top of Radion. Here we go. Goes in, just understeers, not oversteers, just understeers straight on, and then he's lost the exit. Harry King up the inside in the slipstream. Car on his outside, he's got absolutely swallowed up. So from looking like 2nd on the inside, he actually drops all the way down to 5th, recovers slightly.
And that was Jaap van Lagen, who I think...
He's the only one that actually made the corner in the end. I'd be getting on the radio going, they all cut the corner, give me all the places back, I want 2nd.
Jaap van Lagen locked up, and it was a bit of loading up almost going on there, wasn't it?
That was the touch that I saw on the back of Harry King. So it was all happening, and actually for Tenforder there, did really well to keep his nose clean. Cars on the left, cars on the right, getting real sandwiched. He survived to fight another day now in 4th place, right behind his championship rivals. So it's going to be gloves off now at this restart, as the lights are out on the safety car. who's going to capitalise on this restart here, Chris?
It's Marvin Klein that's going to lead us, and for Harry King, it's going to be...
Well, let's have a look then. Right, this will be the exciting part with the safety car coming in. Who's going to have the advantage? Who's going to go, yeah, okay, let's push hard. Van Eindhoven wants to take the lead. Ten Voort needs to get back ahead of King. King's up to third. We're underway. So, green flag's back out. We're racing here in the Porsche Mode 1 Super Cup with half the race still to go. We've yet to have a successful run of green flag running as we exit the bus stop and begin now. Down towards turn 1, lap 7 of 12. And it's all about, it's going to be the run down towards really Lacombe, isn't it? All right, Ten Voort.
He's late against his championship rival, so Larry Tenforda and Harry King both doing battle. Harry King's going to try and make an overtake of his own, though. He will be trying to get onto the back of Hoove van Eindhoven. Theo Overhaus has made a move as well for 12th position at the moment. Not the only one. Havercourt also moving up to 24th.
Got ahead of... In fact, yeah, look at that. Hernandez dropped back massively. Here's your leaders. Is Eindhoven going to have a go at Clean here for the lead of the race? You think about it. Clean goes defensive. Eindhoven tries to run the outside. Meantime, further back, Geertag and Masters in a battle. Masters dropped out massively there. What's happened to him? Both going off the track. And Geertag goes back through. Levy's going to take Masters. Geertag's going to be right there to capitalise. Masters gets ahead. Levi's going to come back on the inside line, down in towards Ravage. Geertag's right there. DeHaan's in there too. Well, this is ludicrous. They're all just getting pushed off the circuit. And look, literally Masters getting pushed off now by Geertag. And Aldo Fineste has got a penalty as well from the stewards. Turns 1 to 5, lap 1. Don't know what that's about, but he's got a penalty. Cut the corner, getting advantage. News to me.
Indeed. Seems like it. For the moment, at least, as we continue all the battling. And it was getting very close in the mid-pack. 3 cars all running off the road, including Keegan Masters, of course. But yeah, getting aggressive between these drivers out there on the circuit. At least, though, we are right now under green flag racing conditions, and gravel being kicked up as usual.
Ten Voort's right in the back of Harry King. Down towards the bus stop. Masters got a bit of his engine bonnet cover flapping. Under braking. There's Ten Voort. Lap 1, turn 5. 5-second time penalty for Fineste causing a collision. That's why. Lap 1, turn 1, 5-second time penalty. That's the reason. 5 to go. Well, we were wondering. I know I certainly was.
Yes.
Graphics being...
You were wondering indeed.
Here we go. 10 Voort's in the back of King. Anything? No, maybe. No. It's the problem with Porsches. It's either very good or processional. It's a bit processional at the moment. Black and white flag for Zendelli. Track limits. He's just passed Tio. He's passed. Trollson's 10th. Fineste gets another black and white flag. Get to try and look around the outside of Levy. Masters under pressure from DeHaan. Zendelli's in there too. Car slow in the mid-pack. Fineste and Braschi as well. 10-19 is noted. Go on, Amy.
Lindblad to the inside as well, and they're all continuing to do battle as we continue fighting all the way to Havercourt, trying to recover back in this one. But yeah, we're running out of laps in this one. Let's see whether Larry Tenforda can try and get past on his title rival, who will be gaining points on him. So the gap between them is 10 points. It will be coming even closer as it stands, with Harry King finishing ahead.
Thing is, we get Porsche races not exciting on big tracks. Everyone says, oh, stock car racing doesn't work like this. And then you have the British Touring Car Championship, which is currently going through a rough patch, but the racing's still excellent. Still can't believe I managed to talk to The big boss Alec Dow 3 times on the first day. Not bad.
I've just seen that Prima liked my tweet as well.
What did you like? What did you tweet?
Congratulations to them
Oh,
on the
right.
team's championship. Yeah.
I like to tweet where it's like it's like in SpongeBob SquarePants. Patrick Star. 1 minute he's a genius, 1 minute he's not. That's the difference between the F3 and the F2 Prima teams. Yellow flag is out. And
Is that Van Legen?
yes.
Van Legen.
Yep, he's slow. Look at how everyone having to
Oh my God.
overcut the track of the exit. Go green now. Well, what was happening there? Black and white flag as well for car 17 for track limits. What was going on there? And Overhouse. Oh, contact!
Oh my God.
Overhouse forces in off the circuit. Car 4.
How, Jordan?
Yeah. Well, that's ridiculous. Trying to get us of Tasha as well. Here's Harry King. 10 Ford's directly behind him. Not a yellow flag again yet. We've stayed green, thankfully, Jess. Overhouse up to down to 16th place now as well. That was a bit of a weird dive bomb. We'll continue on. So the situation still being a bit out of it. 6 minutes to go, 9 and 12. 2 minute 21 lap times. We might go to time here. Due to the safety cars.
Good, the safety car's been out for like long.
10, 11, 12, 2 plus 1 lap. We might just do it. It might go time. Wouldn't be surprised if it does. This is Harry King, and that's 10 Ford. Oh, and locking up going straight on.
Oh my word.
Yeah. That's what happened to Van Legen.
Van Legen.
Yeah. And this is Theo Overhouse on the inside of Trosha. It's
Okay.
10-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang. I feel sorry for Alex there. There was nothing he could do about it. Just instant victory getting forced off the circuit.
Battle Royale still battling for third.
Yeah. This is crucial in the championship as well because King and 10 Ford separated by 10 points going into the last 3 races. 2 to go after this one, of course. We race at Zandvoort and we race at Monza. Then the championship's done. So it's kind of settling up, isn't it, Omi, as to who's going to be where in the season.
It is indeed. Into the bus stops again. Lots of curbs, of course, being mounted on by these drivers. And it's going to be 3 laps to go in this one. Let's see if Larry 10 Ford is going to be able to pull the move this time around.
Car 25 has got a 5-second time penalty for track limits. 10 Ford's right on the back here of Harry King as they come out of La Source, down the hill towards Eau Rouge and up to Radion, into Eau Rouge. Limland's got a black and white flag as well. King is almost sliding around as he comes through Eau Rouge. Pushing hard. Down the Kemmel Straight. Limland's up to 20th, past Fineste. I think King's got this one. 10 Ford doesn't have the speed unless he's actually racing. Levy and Goethe side by side. Levy's got the inside line. Will stay ahead. Goethe's going to cut back, and that's a fantastic attempt. Can he do it? No.
Ooh. You're actually looking for it, not being able to find a way through. There are lots of track limits being investigated.
Yeah.
When we say there's no track limits, but literally a lot of messages by race control popping up for track limits.
It's changing every second. Masters in 7th. On the attack. I'm going to bend my finger now, yeah. I think this is the result. As you say, Omi, they can't over... Yellow flag, sectors 1 and 2. So that's on the Kemmel
What's happening
Straight.
now?
Someone's off on the Kemmel Straight. We can't afford another safety car. It wouldn't resume anyway. We don't have enough time. Oh! That's Piscini with an engine failure. Oh, and oil. Look at the oil. More oil again. That's oil in the pit lane, all oil over the grass. If that's blown, then that could bring out the green flag. Great. But where's that oil down? No, yellow flag sectors 2 and 3, Naomi.
Something else. Someone else has been
Something
bit, I'm
else.
guessing.
That's in Stavolo. So that's coming through Fagno into Stavolo, that gap. Green flag.
Green.
2 to go. Come on, guys. Just keep it calm. Over the line. Up 11 of 12. Look at 10 forward. Under attack is Harry King, and Van der Eindhoven as well is under pressure from King to come over down towards Rouge once more. Flying through. Wonderful. There's Clean, and everyone else flies through. So, I mean, look, Marvin Clean is up in his third in the championship. He's on 86 points. This will bring him right into it, won't it, Omi? He'll be in the fight for the title now as well. With 20 points for a win. 25,
Do
sorry.
indeed. Giretti going for it, looking for it, and cannot make the move still on Ariel Levy. So that's a battle that will go on all the way till the end of this race on the penultimate lap. We're about to go on to the final lap of the race. Let's look at the replay. This is maybe why we had the yellow flags.
Maggie. Giorgio Maggie spinning round. Well, that's easy. We've seen Giovinazzi do that. Oh! Finesse Day, another time penalty. 5 seconds, this time for track limits. Trying,
All happening in the Super Cup.
really is, isn't
With
it?
track limit. Not on the circuit.
Towing cards on at 11:45. Lights out 12. For all of the action. 5-second time penalty for Zendelli. Track limits. What time are we on? 1 minute 5. +1 will be on the last lap. So we will go the distance here, despite the safety cars nearly putting us into a timed race. Unless the, yeah. Then again, we've seen the flag come out, haven't we, Omi? As soon as the time expires, regardless of what lap we're on. Look at 10 Vord.
Indeed.
10 Vord's on the back. He needs to get ahead of King, ideally, but he's not wanting to make that move yet. It's getting so
Trying to set it
energetic.
up, isn't he?
Yeah. Final lap. Last chance to do so. 10
Gonna need
Vord's-
to be a bit bold, but at the same time cannot afford to lose any points.
Yeah,
as well,
that's
if
true.
it's a
never
dumb
mind.
mistake.
He's going, he's hit him! 10 Ford hits King! Forces his way through! King comes back side by side! There's a yellow flag! But they're going through a Rouge together! They're hitting each other through a Rouge! They're side by side! There's contact! They're both off the track in a Rouge! They jump over the curb! Down the Camel Straight! The two championship protagonists are side by side! Hitting 7 bells out of each other! In the battle for third place! King's got the inside line! 10 Ford getting squeezed out! Loses back! Yellow flag's in! But what on earth was that, Omi? They nearly both killed each other!
Well, I did say he would probably decide to protect the points, but he is battling with his title rival, so he's taking all the risks to try and get this move done.
Battle
10
of the
Ford.
year from 10 Forder.
I think you could say you were pushed wide, but you forced King off the track at turn 1. You don't have a leg to stand on, Larry. Unbelievable. And we're going to have our third different winner of the year. Third different winner in a row, if you want to be technical about it. But he comes from so far back, Omi, in the braking zone.
It was a kind of use your rival as a break moment, and then they continue the battle all the way, banging wheels at huge speed between the two championship rivals.
Times.
And Bernier spinning again in the last corner. Unbelievable. Victor Bernier's not having a great time as our guest driver this weekend, is he? Marvin Clean, however, the French driver is going to feel very happy with this one for the Schumacher CLRT team. He'll come into the last corner of the bus stop. The right, the left, and then hard to the line. Marvin Clean wins his first race of the season in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup and has dominated with pole and led every lap. Grand Slam for Clean. Van Duynhoven second, King finishes third, 10 Ford is fourth, and it all changes again, Omi, doesn't it? But King happy he stayed ahead. Wow.
Oh my word, this championship is going the distance somehow, even after Larry Ford had dominated the early part of it. The second half, though, is delivering us with shocks and drama. Larry Tenfora will finish in fourth in this one. We'll lose at points to Harry King, who will close the gap even further. Clint is your winner.
You deserve it. You really, really deserve it. Congrats, mate. Congrats. Congrats. Yes, 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 yes. Finally, finally.
Robin DeHaan is your independent rookie winner from Levy and Freymuth on the podium, but that's going to be Rosset who gets points. All remaining note incidents are going to be investigated after the race. What a Porsche. Let's turn you to the world feed with Chris McCarthy and Harry King. No, hang on. Jordan King. Geez, saying Harry.
Good speed, and it's closing right up at the front.
It really is. It really is. It closes by 11 points. 12 points now between them.
Yes, 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 yes. The P2, great job, great job. Wow. Oh, the front was so good. It was crazy. Really good car. Thank you. Finally, some reward.
His hard work rewarded. He's been on the rookie podium, but never the overall podium, and that will feel very, very good. And Harry King, well, what a battle. And that showing I'm here to win the championship. Harry King, not a champion. Larry Tenford, a 2-times champion. He wants to change that this season.
Great job, Harry. Great job. Harry, you're with us. Excellent. Good result. You get what you deserve when you throw.
Maybe there's a little bit of history there. You get what you deserve. He got his elbows out, and yeah, it seemed a little bit 50-50 for me. As I said, they both were pushing each other. There's a big dive into turn one, and yeah, this is racing. I loved it anyway. I'm unusual, and I loved it.
I thought it was fantastic. 12 points between the three of them now. So it is all to play for as we come off the back of the summer break. Marvin Klein definitely well within contention. Let's watch it again, Jordan. Talk us through this.
Guys at the inside got big stab, but almost hit second place. Went in a bit deep though, allowed Harry King to get back up the inside, and that's probably what he's referring to. You get what you deserve. You've just sent up the inside of me. I'm going to squeeze you. A touch there, but it's 2 into 1. They're both going left and right into each other, side by side. Both dive over the curb and run off at the top of the hill. Again, side by side, millimetres between them. And yeah, King then just covers the inside all the way down the straight. And then, as we saw, filed back in, but they were almost touching all the way under the brakes there. And I'm sure if you listen to both of their radios, they were complaining at each other. But for me, that was really good racing. I love to see it, and I love the smoke coming off the tyres. It's yeah, it's great fun to see.
Yeah, the gap between them comes down from 10 to 7. It was a proper boxing match, wasn't it, between the two of them? It's been noted leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Does that go down to who was ahead going into the corner?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll both end up in the stewards after this race, and they can both say their piece and tell the stewards how they view the situation. I'm sure they'll view the situation completely different to the other person. I hope it doesn't change the result, because that was really good racing. But it was clearly, as you say, gloves off, boxing match. This is for the championship now, and they've both shown what they can do and how they're going to race. So yeah, we could be in for a bit of a spicy last 2 rounds of the championship here.
Yeah, can we have 4th in the cool-down room, please? days.
Yeah, that would be quite nice. That would be quite nice.
Well, Marvin Klein takes his first win of the season. He is on an absolute charge this year. He's only been off the podium once. Top 5 in every single race this season, and that is now 5 podiums for the season, and his first win since Zandvoort 2022, and that will feel very, very special. And he is proving that he is firmly a part of this championship fight now. He has taken big points out of Larry Tenforder, and he closes the gap to just 12 points, and that will feel very, very special to him. This is definitely a 3-way fight for this championship. Marvin Klein, very much a part of it, and drove away from the front as well. We didn't see much of him at times.
I was literally just about to say, Chris, actually driver of the day for me is Klein, even though we didn't see him.
Yeah.
So you can't say how well he drove, other than the fact of he won the race, no one put him under pressure, and it looked really good. There was so much action going on behind that we all got excited. He completely ignored him, but that just shows how dominant and good a race it was that he wasn't on the TV screen.
Yeah, we'll see our rookies in there as well. There was penalties, so the top 10 will change slightly. Hoop van Eindhoven, a first podium. Harry King, third. Robert de Haan became our rookie winner because Ariel Levy got a penalty, but Ariel Levy still gets a rookie podium. Freimut also gets a podium as well. But here's the moment Marvin Klein came across the line to take his first win of the season, and a first for him since that Zandvoort win. And that would feel very special. Huge crowds packed around Spa. They would have enjoyed what they saw out on track, and I'm sure will be very impressed with what they saw from Marvin Klein.
Yeah, the fans have turned up early today, probably dragged out by the sun. They got a bit excited after a wet Friday and Saturday, but grandstand over there full. On the pre-show, we saw all of the mounds, the grandstands around the circuit, absolutely packed. So, yeah, great Sunday of racing and loads going on.
Can we get a heart rate monitor on Harry King after that one? I mean, the adrenaline's going to be pumping. Well, we saw bump drafting up the Kemmel Straight.
We did. There was a little bit of that, a bit touching as well. A couple of times, a little kiss from behind as we're now into the cool-down room. But as you say, Chris, we actually need fourth. We get fourth in here, and then it will start getting spicy. Between these three in the cool-down room, not a lot happens. So, yeah, we'll see what they have to say as the start goes on in the background, if you fancy an extra replay. We've only got one of the top 3, all on his own.
Yeah.
So, we've not got any friends.
We will get the top 3 overall, the top 3 rookies in there. The replays will go in the background. Let's see what they have to say.
Congrats. You too. Wow, congrats. You made a long way, huh? Yeah. Well, mate. 222. Congrats, mate. Yeah, you too. Last lap, first going. Altijd maar meer. I saw this when I was behind. I said, please crash, please crash, please crash. He turned into me pretty hard. At the rookies allowed to take us. Of course. I mean, I think. You were quick again, huh? You just drafted away. Yeah, safety car.
Great for them to see the replays there. Seb Freimut, I think that was asking, can we take that stuff? Because that's his first rookie podium. He sat at the bottom of the rookie standings. That will no longer be the case. He's going to elevate himself up the standings with that. That's his first top 10 finish overall as well. We also had Ariel Levy get a rookie podium, and that's a first for him. So a first for both Freimut and for Levy. Robert de Haan takes his 3rd rookie win, and that draws him level in winning terms with Kaz Havelcourt, who didn't score, so he will close the gap to Kaz as well. And he will half the championship lead from 18 to 9. But Harry King's out on the podium. What a showdown between him and Larry Tenforder today. Absolutely loved it. And that's going to continue on when we go racing for the final 2 rounds at Zandvoort and Monza after the summer break. Huub van Eindhoven, now a podium finisher, will have a huge confidence boost. Marvin Klein, our winner. Great stuff from Marvin Klein. What a proud moment. He's had to wait a long time to be back on that top step. Hard-earned, hard-fought, but a controlled race. And he is definitely part of this title race, and someone who could definitely be on the top step come the championship podium. Huub van Eindhoven. Well, it's been a long time coming for Huub van Eindhoven, that overall podium, and that will feel very special. Likewise, that one for Harry King, given the battle we saw going into Eau Rouge on that final lap. Schumacher CLRT took off another win as well. We'll still have the rookie podium to come. But before we go into the rookie podium, Jordan, let's reflect on what was a really good round 6. Spa always provides great racing.
Yeah, it does, and actually really quite excited for the championship now. It's shown that all 3 in the top 3 can win a race, which is great. It's really closed up at the front, and now we've shown how the racing's going to be. It's gloves off, 2 rounds to go, and it's anybody's. If you go out there and win now and perform well, you've got the championship. You don't need luck to come into it. It's who can drive the best, who can be the most tactful, who can be the smartest in the racing situations like we saw today. So yeah, fantastic for the championship.
Yeah, there's really not a lot in it at all, is there? It's very, very close between the top 3 now, and it's Harry King, Marvin Klein and Larry Tenforder who are going to fight it out in those final 2 rounds, and it could swing very, very quickly. It's going to be a great fight between the 3 of them when we get to those final 2 rounds of the season. And now we get our rookies out and some first visits to the podium for Eddie Levy, Seb Freimuth, and Robert De Haan, a 3rd visit to the top step. So some good performances from Ariel Levy, despite the fact he had a penalty. Freimuth to first top 10, and for rookies, for the young rookies, great experience to get out there on the podium for the first time.
Yeah, and this is one of the best podiums of the season at Spa, up on the high stands, looking over the pit lane and start-finish straight.
Yeah, it is. And some great sounds going around the track as well, I would say. Seb Freimuth comes out. First podium for him. Likewise, Eddie Levy, which sounds strange to say out loud, given that he has been super consistent. That one definitely deserved and overdue, I'd say. Seb Freimuth doing a great job. And Robert De Haan, a 3rd-time rookie winner. moment there for Robert De Haan on the top step, and halves the championship lead now to Kaz Haberkill in rookie terms. That's going to be another fight that proves on as well. Prize money up for grabs for the overall rookies. Robert De Haan confirms himself in that title fight with Kaz Haberkill, who had a bad day today. Ariel Levy and Seb Freimuth both picking up their first trophies.
Still a smile on the face for Levy, even with that penalty. So, yeah, he's happy to get a podium this weekend. But probably it's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit. He did a really good job, didn't he? Let's reflect on the next round then, Jordan.
Yep, champagne time here at the Porsches, and a fantastic weekend. Omi, final thoughts from you as the sun comes out? Looks like we're going to have a great F1 race in 2 hours.
Good F1 race coming up. Interesting F2 race, with interesting Porsche race, I should say. We had a great battle at the end between Larry Tenforda and Harry King. The two championship rivals going for it. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Let's hope it continues in Vanderbilt, and that's when we'll be racing back after the summer break.
Thanks for your company, Omi. Thanks to everybody else. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.